So for today's brand of the day, we're going to do something a little different. Instead of going to the cosmetic department, we're going to go to a hair salon and learn about some hair products. So here we are at Hair Play in San Francisco. So come on in and let's learn something about hair. Well, here we are with our brand of the day, Hair Play in San Francisco. Now, Hair Play is a couple of things. It's a salon, but it's also products which you can use for the hair. Now, the owner, founder, creator, master stylist of Hair Play, Mr. Fritz Clay is here with us today. Fritz, hello.
Hey, Chris.
Thank you so much for letting us come in and talk to you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, what got you into hair?
I didn't like school.
Exactly. So you started styling. Did you play with kids' hair in high school, or what did you do?
Well, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but how I got in hair is while I was in school, even from junior high school. I remember back 12 years old, cutting friends' hair. I had a godmother that was an instructor, and so I would go to shows just because it would get me out of the city. Sometimes they would be in Santa Rosa, San Jose, and I'm a native San Franciscan, so. Believe it or not, Santa Rosa seemed very far, you know.
Yes.
So go there, observe, and so came back. I'm a very visual person, so I just started cutting friends' hair. And after cutting friends' hair, I ended up cutting, you know, their moms and their parents' hair. And next thing
So
you
you're
know,
self-taught almost.
Neighborhood stylist, yeah.
Great. So then you came up with Hair Play as your salon. What does the name signify to you?
Yeah, that was 15 years ago, actually 14 years ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a good run.
Thank you. Yeah, just had an anniversary, you know, last week.
Great.
And the name, just basically, I was always just catchy words and things that rhyme, and you know, I think really Hair Play. When I look back, it kind of spin off of Clay, Fritz Clay, Hair Play.
Ah, clever, clever. Well, when I think of Hair Play, to me it just seems like fun. It's like I want to go someplace that's doesn't take it too seriously, but I know it's going to do a great job on my hair.
Exactly.
So what I love about your salon, and why I want to talk to you specifically, is because you not only do excellent hair, but culturally diverse hair. You really do the broad spectrum of hairs. Can you talk to us a little bit about that, about the services you provide for all of your clients?
Yeah. Well, we're noted as a multicultural hair spa. You know, we had to kind of work through, like, what are we going to be called? You know, do we do black hair? Do we do, you know, other? Do we do straight hair? Do we curly hair? And basically, when I've been doing hair for 26 years, I just do hair across the board. You know, I don't see color. I see hair. I look at it as a fabric, you know, so to speak. So I just see curly. I see straight. How do we work with that? And the techniques of cutting is, you know, this relatively, you know, you learn how to cut hair. So it's just kind of working with the curly hair and straight hair, and a lot of people are, you know, afraid of hair that's tighter. You learn cutting straight hair, and I've just worked with cutting all textures, you know, before I was trained. So basically, bringing that into the salon and working and training my stylist to understand that hair is hair.
That's awesome.
Kind of work with it.
So talk to us a little bit about Set, your product, and how that addresses different hair types.
Right. So as we address curly hair and straight hair, color-treated hair, chemically treated hair, and we have our techniques to address it with, certainly there was a product that I've always used a setting lotion. So basically, you know, it's a weightless product.
Weightless? What does that mean?
Well, you put it in the hair, it's almost like water. You put it in the hair and then you can blow dry it, you can blow it out, and it has like a protective, thermal protective sunscreen, but basically it just kind of protects the hair like a leave-in conditioner.
All right, now would you do us a favor, because we would like to see how that product works in real time. So do you mind demonstrating on a model for us, or a couple of models, how the product works?
Yeah, I'd love to. And I want to add, Chris said, how it works and how I'm showing it. I would like to show it on curly hair as well as straight texture hair, so you can see the various, you can use the same type of product on two different extreme textures and it still works. It's almost like us drinking water. We don't drink different water.
That's perfect. All right, when we come back, Fritz is going to show us exactly how all of these products work. We're back at Hair Play in San Francisco, and with us is the lovely model Keisha Pierre, who will let us play with the hair. Now, Fritz, you've told us all about Set. We're dying to see how it works, so please show us.
All right, Chris. So what I've done is I've put some foam in here, and I want to be clear and show the audience like how it works. So just kind of having it come out in a foam, and the reason I've done it in a foam is because you can see this is a liquid, but just not to waste product. You don't need a whole lot. a little bit more control if needed. Use more foam, more control.
I see.
Kind of giving the frizz, kind of taking it in. And you really can't overuse it. That's the great thing about it is, but you know, as long as, once you get this foaming action in the hair, you start controlling the frizz, then you can see how it works. And I already have it nice and foamy in there, ready to go.
That's great.
She can just let her hair dry naturally like this and fluff it out, not have any flake or any buildup. It kind of takes the place of a mousse or a gel, but without the alcohol, and allows the hair to be touchable and just kind of weightless. And that's the whole thing, is just having a weightless product. Also, I have, this is the light. I have a medium that the light is for like straightening the hair, and I'll show you later how it works with like thermal ironing the hair and stuff like that.
All right.
And this medium is great with the curly hair. And the great thing about this, you can use it on all textures, you know, from kids, from detangling, and kind of wanted to show you how it detangles as well. And Keisha has very, very curly hair, just kind of going through it.
There you go.
So kind of going through and
Nice.
just kind of floating through the hair. And this is unusual with a really fine comb. So it was really important to have those factors where it has a bit of sunscreen, which is really nice, because my whole thing was like to really have a weightless product that doesn't dry the hair out and creates moisture to the hair. So
yeah, it looks great. You know, I love it that you can really get in the hair, saturate the hair with that product, and then before we know it, it's just going to be a beautiful finish.
it's going to be a great finish, and it'll go natural.
Oh, great. So when we come back, we'll be able to take a look at her hair after it's been done by you. Is that correct?
Right. And some of the things quickly is like the little natural things is kind of going in through and twisting the hair and just kind of sectioning it out and kind of letting it dry from this, and then fluffing it. And kind of people refer this, say, oh, you're going to do Shirley Temples, but basically once it dries, then you fluff it out and you can see how great it works.
I can't wait to see it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now we're here with Maria and Fritz. Please show us the versatility of your product, of taking very curly hair and showing the versatility of your product and creating this beautiful straight look that you've done.
Yeah, and Chris, I just wanted to show you how her hair is very curly, how we blew it out and have the straight look on it, and how it's weightless. See how it's weightless?
I
and
love
it. Just
it.
kind of moves.
Soft.
And you don't have, and so it lasts longer. You can go 3-4 days without gunking the hair up. And just kind of wanted to show you, I told you before, as I said, a lot of people are using curling irons and flat irons and stuff. So just kind of showing you how it has a nice finish and protectant on the hair.
What do you mean by protectant?
Thermal protectant. So when you put this heat in, that it has a nice little shield on the hair and just kind of creates a nice little finish on the hair and just kind of creating a little movement. And how you can use this on black, white, Asian, doesn't matter. Hair is hair. It's just a fabric.
Right.
So using this, how it just kind of protects. And a lot of people are going into this Hollywood sets and kind of using the form. And you see how shiny and just how you just give a nice little finish on the hair. And see how that works. And see the shine and the
Yep,
movement.
I love it. That's perfect.
And you would never know that she had curly hair.
Not at all.
And
Thank
so
you,
it's
Maria.
out.
So now we're back, and look at Keisha's hair. Fritz, what have you done?
Well, as we talked about before, with foaming it and the whole bit, we've let it dry. And remember, it was a lot of foam. You see how it's free and
It's
touch
beautiful.
it. It's just
It's
weightless.
light,
So,
soft, and it holds those curls that you did so nice.
and using a diffuser, you can go on the dryer at the salon, but just kind of use a diffuser and dry it, and then you just kind of pull on the top and just keep drying and turn your head upside down, keep drying until you just kind of fluff it. And literally, when it's foam like that, you can't frizz it out. You just keep drying it, and you get this control and this whole bountiful look.
Keisha, would you just give us a little shake with your head? I just want to see these curls dance. Wow, look at that. That's incredible.
And when you twist and stuff like this, then you can pin up for like curly hair and beautiful finished styles and wedding do's and special events. You can just pull this up, all up like this, and have it up. And look how amazing that is, Chris.
Can you believe it? Look
you
at
see
this
how that
beautiful
works?
hair. Well, Fritz, thanks so much for being on.
Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome. Hairplay has been our brand of the day. They're in San Francisco. Look them up. Thank you so much for watching. Well, that's it for another episode of Makeup Gourmet. I hope you learned a few tips today. Now, I want to remind you that you're not alone when you go shopping. Available as a download at makeupgourmet.com is my book, Cosmetic Counter Survival Guide: How to Buy the Right Skincare and Makeup. Now, this guide will answer all the questions you need to ask yourself before you go shopping. That way, every purchase is a successful one. Also, remember the right tools for the right job. That's why I made available to you my 12-piece All-Pro brush set. Now, with this set, it will provide you with every brush you need in order to apply your makeup perfectly every single time. Well, we'll see you next time when we cook a look at Makeup Gourmet.